Hey, elevate, elevate.
Awesome. I want to make sure I like to vibe, especially like when I'm charting up. So we will go with. Bloomberg markets. Like another currency strength. Oh, bet. Show us where their banks are hiding. Show us where the banks are hiding. Man, they don't hide. They're in plain sight. They're in plain sight. When y'all find that out, they're in plain sight, guys.
Down the street.
Banks take your money right in plain sight, family. All right, guys. So check this out. When I start, let me go ahead and clear my chart out. The way I start marking, right? Whether it be now HFX and FRX, guys. I like to chart on the daily. Right, I like to chart on the daily, and I like to chart using this line chart family. All right, this line chart. All right, and you start marking your levels or your zones, support and resistance, right? So you can go as high as you want. See how high it went. This was its highest peak, right? So now it's actually you're gonna be able to look at these trades, both HFX and FRX family. You just mark the next levels. Boom, right? And you do the spikes, guys. You do the little peaks, right? And let's say you're looking to trade, even if it is HFX, right? Go to the bottom spike. As you can see, there's a touch there. There's a touch. And I'm gonna put my candles back on. I'm gonna put my candles back on, and I'm gonna show y'all, right? I'm gonna show y'all. So once you put your candles back on, right? Once you put your candles back on, y'all can see the moves that it does. You see, and these right, these peaks are 9 times out of 10 they're bodies. They're not even wicks. So that's why you also want to go back to your candles, right, to see what happened. So let's say we'll go right here. Right, we'll go right here. See, it's based off pretty much a small wick body, right? So you see that it came down, right? Boom, touched again. And right here, you could have honestly taken this. Let's say you mark this down. You could have taken this on the daily. This is the daily time frame, right? This is daily time frame. And let's say you take this on the daily time frame, right? And let's say you did catch this move, right? Or let's just measure the pips out, right? Because you caught this move. You seen what was happening. You seen that it touched it. You seen that it came back down. You seen that it touched it again, right? And confirmations are 2 or more touches, guys. Right, 1, 2, and you seen it drop, right? And then boom, if you were to take this trade, you're looking at over 200 pips. On the daily, you don't take today's high, you take correct. Testing. Guys, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't use no indicators. I personally don't use any indicators. I've been doing this for 3 years. I like the less noise on my chart. I like the less noise on my chart. I have a what is it? An ADHD problem, and then I also have I have a little bit of dyslexia. So all that noise to me, it confuses me. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I tested all that out. I gave it the best shot. I just found out what works best for me. So like even if I was to show you, right, if I was to show you, you know, right, is a simple scalper. Yeah, so even if I was to show you simple scalper, you see, I'm still more, even though it has everything, right? Because you can still use all that. You know, close this out. You can still use all that. You could even use the line chart. But the only thing that's going to confuse you is everything else, right? But if you know how to trade based off the candles, you'll find your levels. Boom, hit there. So what are you expecting here? Right? What are you expecting here for it to come here and touch? Is traditional forex daily trades or no? You can take trades through the hour, right? You can take trade depending how big of a pip count you want to get. So like if you want to go hour, right, hour to hour, you want to go like 30 to 40 pips. You want to do a 4-hour trade, right? The 4-hour time frame, you can do 50 to 70 pips. And on a daily, you can catch 100 to, let's say at most, like one. So you can do more, right? You can catch more, but I've seen 100. Now, when you're trading gold, that's a whole different ballpark. When you're trading gold, that's a whole different ballpark. But right, so, but like I said, you can use this on Simple Scalper as well. Anything I'm teaching y'all can use this on Simple Scalper. Tie it up to Simple Scalper. If you already know how to use it, just imagine just putting what you're learning, support and resistance. So that's all I use, Anthony. That's all I use. My mentor, right? He showed me, and right, what he showed me to me, even though I already knew about this, he's like, bro, see if we can cut all the noise out, see how you like it without the noise, right? And that's what I did. I did it without the noise. I did it without all of this. All right, so we'll go back to TradingView, right? But like I said, you can tie this to Simple Scalper, to Cash Trap, right? You can still tie it to that. You already know what it's telling you it's looking for. It's already telling you what it's looking for. So now you see if you agree with it. You see if you agree with it. And if you don't agree with it, then you take your setup. Look, guys, trust your trade. Trust your trade. That's why we say trustyourtrade.com, right? But let's go back to this markup, right? We'll restart the chart. Now we're here, right? We know because you have to look in the past. So we know in the past, it came up to as high as 170, right? 146, 170, right? You know that it went up. You know that it went up as high as almost 129 pips. Almost 130 pips. So from there, you go down to like your 4-hour or your 1 hour, right? You can go down to your 1 hour. Go down to your 1 hour. You start zooming out. You start marking on here as well. You start marking your time. You start marking. And what do? Go to your line chart. See, a lot of people, they like to keep their colors the same. Me personally, once again, I like to make things easier for me, right? For me. So what's going to help me best is, okay, cool. So I know my purple line is my daily. Once I get ready to mark my next level, I'll change the color. I normally keep them the same. I'll normally keep my 4-hour, my 1 hour, right? I'll do either blue, right? And you go and you start marking. Okay, so look, you know what? Let me go to the past, see what happened in the past in that same area at this time frame, right? Okay, so nothing's happening here. Let me go to the 4-hour. All right, let me go to the 4-hour. See what's happening in the 4-hour. Okay, so cool. So I know in the 4-hour, it touched that same level at some point, right? You know, touch that level at some point, right? So we go back to restart the chart, right? Now you go to your 1 hour, right? Now you know that you have 2 possible entries. You have 2 possible entries around the same area, right? And you start marking them down, right? Peak to peak. Oh, shit. Peak to peak, family. Peak to peak, right? There goes the peak, right? Put the candles back on there if you want to see it in motion. There goes the wick, right? Came down, or you can even go as low, right? Now you see your candle, so you say, you know what? I don't really agree with all that, with that peak that it hit, but you know what? I see there was something going on in this here. See, there was something going on right here, right? And I'll show you. Did I mark them down right here? Right, so right here, boom, right there. Right here, right? So you look at those common areas. Right? You look at those common areas. Right? What's happening in the market? What's going on? Look on top. You see that second entry that you see? Remember I told you can find 2 entries. You can find 2 entries. Look at that. I'll do it again. Oh, snap. Can I fix that? Yes, I can. Boom. Right there. Right there. What peak? I got you. So you see the peaks? Remember I told you the peaks are normally bodies. They're normally bodies. Now you'll catch a wick within that peak. It's the line chart, guys. Not understanding. Go through the academy, bro. What do you need help with? If it's anything support and resistance, bro, I'm gonna tell you like I tell my team, go through the academy. Do you do the 4 hour from? You wanna go from the highest time frame to the lowest time frame, guys. Why do I restart my chart? Look, I'm gonna show y'all. Because if I do this, if I start doing all this, right? If I start doing all this and I want to get through there, I just start doing this, and it's gonna do that. When you restart your chart, it's gonna bring you back to where you need it at. Does that make sense? Cool. Right. So I start from the highest time frame. So I start from the daily. Right, I start from the daily. I'll go down to my 1 hour, right? But I'll jump back to my 4, see if there's something within that 4 hour, like this mark right here. This mark right here. We seen it on the 4, look beautiful on the 4, right? You put your candles back on there, and look at that. Look at that. Boom. Right there. Boom. Right there. It's identifiable drop. Right? So what's going to happen? Right? More than anything, right? It may come down. You can go and then you go down to your 15 minute, 30 minute, whatever one you feel comfortable with, right? So you come to your 15 minute. Come to your 15 minute, right? Once again, throw your peaks on there real quick. See if you see something. You know what? Boom. Right here. Right? Change the color. Something that's going to help you. So let's say we're red, right? There's a peak right there. Right? It don't got to be a perfect peak. If you want to do a perfect peak, there you go. There goes your peak. This is somewhat of a peak, right? You go and put your candles back on there, right? And you can see, that's why I like that top, because of that doji, right? But you can see what it's doing. Right? You can see what it's doing, right? You go to your 5 minute, boom. Now you got 2 possible. The lower time frame to the top works best for you. Hey, bro, whatever works best for you. You know, whatever works best for you. The reason I like doing the top from the bottom is because the stronger the level, the stronger that zone, the better, right? So this purple line, we knew that it was the daily, right? So you knew it was touching it right here. So you knew right here you could have probably slapped the market a little bit, right around here. Got in for that call. Boom, got in for that put. You know, see if it comes back from where it's at. See if it comes back to that. If it comes back to that 820, right? If it comes back for that 820, right? If it comes back for that 820, you could possibly see this. Boom. Drop it. Right? So you could possibly see that. I'm saying, so this is what we'd be looking for, right? You want to look at the 30 minute, 3 minute. Here goes your 3 minute. Here goes your 3 minute. Here goes your levels. Here goes a level. Where is it right here? Yeah, there it is. I'm gonna move this out the way. I'm gonna move this one. All right, so there goes your level. There goes a level right there, a zone. And you can possibly even do this, family. Y'all can also do this. You see this level right here? You see this? You can see where you see that you like it. So you can do a little rectangle, do a little box, a little zone. A little zone. There goes your zone right there. There goes a zone. So you know, right? Because you're an experienced trader, you went through the academy, right? You went through the academy, right? So since you went through the academy, you know that there's a possible of it coming to this level, right? But as you can see, it's holding off right here too. Honestly, I wouldn't really look for this as an entry. The reason I say that is because from what I've learned is I don't like taking trades in the middle of the ocean. I don't like to take trades in the middle of the ocean. This right here, exactly, it can go either way. This right here to me is the middle of the ocean. See if I can get a little, let me see. Where is the brush? We're gonna do a blue color. Right? All this right here is the ocean. Oh, that's the ocean. Right? You don't want to take a trade there. You don't want to take a trade there. As juicy as they may look, as amazing as they may look, it can go either way. So why would you put yourself in a rollover situation? If you're gonna take a middle of the ocean trade, make sure you're at least going with the trend. Make sure you're at least going with just doing a little trend. It's actually doing a little channel. Nothing too much, nothing too heavy, right? Boom, little channel, right? So you can possibly see it just jumping back and forth till it hits here. Jumping back and forth. Do y'all see it? You see how right here? I'll zoom it in. We'll zoom it in right here. Let me delete this. You see this? Right here. Here's your little channel. Right? If you want to take this for a put, I already told y'all. Look for like an 820 area. You can look and do something like this. Okay, the top of this channel, right? If someone's in this area, oh, okay, 800. It's at 800. So let me see. I'll probably there's a possible put that I'm gonna hit 800. You just want to be patient with these trades, family. You want to be patient with them. You don't want to take a trade just because it looks nice. No, be patient with it. The thing about trading, family, is that it's patient people taking money from the impatient people. What side of this trade do you want to be on? Right here, what you're waiting for is for this break. You're waiting to see if it breaks this. You're waiting to see if it breaks this. You can put on your line chart. Look at that. Might not be the best peaks. But look at that. The market only moves 3 ways, family. It only moves 3 ways. Up, down, and sideways. Right now it's moving down. Yes, I believe so. I'll get with my mentor to make sure it got recorded on his cloud. You know what I'm saying? It's just moving. It's moving down, right? So right now you're identifying to see what's gonna happen here. If this thing breaks, you can possibly see it coming down. Right? If this thing breaks, you can see it coming down. You're saying so you could possibly see this coming down, but you want to make sure you are putting yourself in a very profitable situation. You don't want to take it because you say, oh, okay, it's bouncing up and down. It may bounce from here, right? It may bounce from here because you really want the money, right? Because you really want the money, you really want the cash. Oh man, it's gonna bounce from here. It's gonna bounce from here. It's gonna go up real quick. No, you don't know that. This right here is a channel. It's not always it's not all the time. Wait, be patient, family. I want y'all to be honest with me, guys. I want y'all to be honest with me. I want y'all to drop a 1 if you ever took a trade too early because you were impatient and you struck out. I'll drop a 1 with you guys. We've all done it. And you take a lesson and you learn from that lesson. But you don't want to put yourself in those positions anymore. You don't want to be put in that position anymore. You don't want to be in that situation no more. That's a trouble situation. Look at that. It ain't even going up yet. It ain't even going up. It's just bouncing off this little area right here. Right here, what you want to wait on? We all learn, guys. Trust me. I don't know if y'all know this, right? But I used to be a donor to the market. The market loved me. I probably wasn't its best donor, but I was a donor. I was donating to it. Especially MetaTrader 4. Especially MetaTrader 4. Because those are daily withdrawals. You make $1,000 right now. There is no fee other than your Bitcoin fee to withdraw. You just got to be patient with those trades. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I was a professional depositor. I was a professional donator to these brokers. You know what I'm saying? So what you want to do is be patient. Once you master the art of patience, guys, and I still go through those times. I love this because I learn as I go too. Even though I've done this. You know what I'm saying? But you start looking at it, you could even go to the 5-minute. Same channel. Look at that. It followed suit. So yes, there's a possibility of this coming up to 700, 800. Coming up to 800. Possibility. Or it may not. You just want to find that floor. Like, you know what? I know it may come to that 700, to that 800 area, but I like the put though. But I like the buy. I like the call right here. I like the call at 720. I like that call. So what you do? You wait. You wait for 720. 720 comes, boom, to the moon. Right? That's what we're saying right now with crypto, to the moon. So why not have moon entries? Why not have a rocket entry to take off to the moon? Guys, if this is making sense, drop a 7 in the chat. If this is making sense, drop a 7 in the chat.
7.
Guys, y'all can go. Guys, go to your academy, use it. If y'all do not have the elite packet or at least the FRX packet, guys, I recommend y'all switch to the FRX and add HFX as the add-on. I know my thing doesn't say the 100% because I started on the old website. I can show y'all how that looks. Y'all want to see how the old website looks? I can show y'all how that looks too. I can show you how that looks. But guys, look. It's right here. It's right here. It's all right here. Enter. Not on the trend. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. What's a trend? Support. Draw your resistance. Okay, so if you do the FRX, you do have to get the add-on of HFX. If you do upgrade if you make the switch to FRX, you do have to add that HFX package for $50. Guys, I'd be honest with y'all. Huh? Hey, look. If you get the HFX, you get access. You do? Bro, I didn't even know that. Let me check. My boy has the HFX package. Hold on, I'm about to check. I mean, I'm still not downgrading, but I'm gonna keep with my elite. But let me check. My boy got the HFX packages. So academies. Okay. Hey, look, y'all just found a cheat. I mean, I'm keeping my elite. I'm grandfathered in. Okay, cool. Hey, look. Okay, so since y'all do have it, go through this. Go through this. So you don't have access to everything, especially the educators. Okay, so boom. Thank you, Felicia. So the educators are the main key on top of that, guys. Educators, because you don't get access to Ava Melendez. I can go live and we can check it out right now. Go live. Go to FRX. You probably get the recordings. Let's see. What is Ava Melendez? Ava Mendez. He's on basics. Here you go. So you can get their stuff. So yeah, look, see, so I don't know if y'all can watch their lives, but if you can come and watch their recordings, right, after you don't went through that academy, right, go to the basics. Go to the basics. Family, use what y'all pay for. You can watch some of them and not all of them. Okay, cool. If you can watch Abel, I recommend him. If you can watch Abel, I recommend him. I recommend Abel. I recommend him. Be honest with you guys. I recommend him and go to the basic, guys. Right? You see how it tells you on top, Forex Advanced, right? Go to basics. Foster is a good one, right? Abel is a good one. Abel's a great one. That's my go-to. Warren, right? He's good. You want to learn about patterns and shapes and all that? Maxime. I'm just telling y'all where I went through this academy, where I learned this, because y'all can be where I'm at. Y'all can be where these people are at. Y'all just got to take it serious. The hopping on these sessions are amazing. They're dope. But I love the people that tell me, yo, I just made this money and I was by myself. That means you took your education serious. But let's go back to the charting, right? Live analysis. Like I said, I don't know if they're going to let you use their, like I know Kim, you have to have her package, if I'm not mistaken, for some of her stuff, right? But you can also go, right? You come back to go live, and then you can just go to where it says right at the bottom, right? See what live educator's on. So, see, Felicia's throwing game at me. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? But look at that. We're going to watch, see what happens. What I tell y'all, around 820, right? I told you, if y'all look around 820, let's see what happens at 820. Let's see what happens at 820 or in that area. 815, 820, even as high as, because of this wick right here, maybe even as high as 841. But look, we're slowly approaching it, family. We'll see what happens. We'll sit here and watch it together. No, I mean, if they're saying you can get some of their basics, I'd go with go watch their basics videos, because it's gonna help you really dive and analyze the market, bro. So Juan, I like to tell people this. I like to tell you guys this. Anybody who gets started with me, this is exactly what I like to tell them. If you can get started with the elite, dope. But I'd recommend you start with the FRX to get the training. And if you want to make money in like minutes and stuff, I'd recommend getting the add-on to HFX. Or, like I said, if you get some of the stuff with the HFX package, then get the HFX package and start watching some of the beginner videos. Start watching some of the beginning videos. because it's really gonna help you guys. It's really gonna help you guys. It's gonna help you guys. Like that's where I started. Man, hey DC, can you still see the old way that the academy used to look? But it's never bad to start with HFX, bro.
Yeah, it is a way to get to it.
Right? Let me see.
Yeah, I think it's still under old links.
Oh, links, right? Okay, cool. So guys, I'm about to walk you onto Hogwarts. See if it shows. They don't have them no more. They took them off already, DC.
Doors closed.
Oh, this is yours. Never mind. My bad. Pineapple, mine yours.
Was it all aboard?
Let me go to mine. See if it has it on mine. I doubt it. We'll check. I renew my IBO stuff right now. I ain't worried about plus $15. All right, here you go. I'm about to walk you into Hogwarts, guys. Look at that. It's Hogwarts, guys. This is Hogwarts. This is where me and DC started.
Same.
This is where my boy Pineapple started. This is where we started. Forex Academy in English. If y'all can go here, yo, look. Look at that. This is where we started in Hogwarts. I was Gryffindor.
I was Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Gryffindor. I was the best student.
Gryffindor.
Like
You know? So there you go. It gives you the same thing. Look at that. Look at that. And then you go dive into the 400 series, right? 200 series, right? And then from there, you can go back. Oh, they're sending me out. Let's go back to home.
Well, what's DC?
Right. And then, right, you go to technical analysis. Right. And here you go. It's giving you technical price reversals. Look at that, guys. What's open? That's open to anyone? I don't think it's open if you have the HFX package. I think you have to have the elite. And okay, so it might be open to your regular FRX. Like I said, I have the elite. I know my boy has just the HFX package, and it wasn't showing it for him. I have the elite, and it showed everything. So y'all check the FRX, see if it has it for you. But if it does, guys, I mean, I don't know if you want to go through Hogwarts, but do the basics, family. What I tell y'all, 40, right? 40 would be another one, right? But you can see reversals within the market, family. These are just areas. These are just areas that you're looking for. It's areas. Y'all don't understand. Like I can. Yeah, see, so look, see, I'm telling you, if y'all finding out things I don't even.
There it goes.
You know what I'm saying? Look for the retest. Exactly. So now you want to wait for this thing to come down, right? And then shoot up again. Guys, if y'all learned a lot, drop a little brain emoji. I know we didn't make no money, but I like knowledge. I could go make money tomorrow as soon as this broker comes back up. Look at that. Look at that. Insert here. You know? But you want to look before you take any trades. So I tell you, you don't want to be caught in the middle of the ocean. You don't want to be this 820 is still in the middle of the ocean. This is your true area. This is your true area. Your two main true areas. That one and this one. Oh, I'm in a negative situation. Okay, cool. Now look for this one. If you were in a call at the bottom, then you look for this one. All right, then you look for this one. It's just as you're learning, you don't want to be caught in these middle of the ocean situations. Do you only trade? That's all I trade, Felicia. It's all I trade. I'm once again I got dyslexia. I'm dyslexic, so having too much on my screen. That's why I like audiobooks. Like I have the regular books when I have the audiobooks, but I follow through. I highlight what I gotta highlight, but I got the audio in my ear. So you just want to wait for that break and retest. You want to wait for that break and retest, or sometimes you might not even get the retest on it. Sometimes you might just watch it break.
Could.
But once again, you don't want to be in the middle of the ocean, because this can happen, and you can be like, oh, okay, cool, I'm gonna wait for that retest. Or you can be that impatient trader that thinks, oh, you know what? They say when it breaks, it's gonna retest. It doesn't always happen that way. I've been caught in a situation like that. Look at that. Look at it gain strength somewhere. Let's see. Look at that. 5 minute. 5 minute. It's waking off. 15 minute. It's waking off. It's right there. You see, you got 10 minutes in that candle. Why do I call it middle of the oceans? I got you. So you see where I got my arrows at? You see these arrows? Look at that. What do they be saying? Sniper, bro, look at that. Like, guys, learn this stuff. Like, I can't say it like my brother Alex, but look at that. If we would have been trading right now, this would have been my entry. This would have not been my entry. This is, once again, I'm gonna show you right now why I call this the middle of the ocean. This is the middle of the ocean. This is my island. This is where I want my plane to take off. Or this is where I want my plane to take off to land. This right here. Let me pull out my ocean line. Let me put a dark blue. This all right here. Right now you want to start watching this area again. Now you want to watch this right here. These two areas now. Because it may just bounce right here. What you want to do is wait for confirmations. You cleared it. Let's go. There's people that got their brokers out. My broker isn't working, so my broker isn't working. It ain't letting me be great. But if it comes up while the baby's asleep later on tonight, I might trade, right? But you don't want to be caught in this situation, guys. This little ocean, this big old ocean, big old body of water. You don't want to be caught in that. If it's bouncing, take those trades. Do your analyzation. Oh, okay, this looks like it works. It looks like it's gonna bounce from there. Oh, okay, let me go check the 5 minute real quick. Okay, cool. It closed underneath. It closed underneath. Oh, look, it came as high as 886. But the 820 is in the middle of the ocean. Yes, so it's in the middle. It's in the middle of the ocean. What you want to do? Let me take this off. Right, let me delete these right here. Let me delete my bodies of water real quick. Right. So what you want to do now, right, for this to not be considered. What y'all see that? You know what I'm saying? So for this not to be considered, if y'all want this 20 to not be considered the middle of the ocean anymore, you want to wait for this to do this. Right. Let me find my arrow right here. Right. You want to wait for this to come down. Right. Touch it. Let's say it doesn't shoot so high. Right. touch it again, right? Oh, shit. Right, touch it again, right? Because not you remember. I want to know who's been in the academy, and I don't need you answering, DC. Don't answer, bro. I know you've been through the academy. How many touches does something? How many touches either on the support or the resistance for it to be those? See, I didn't even got to finish the question. Two or three. 2 or 3. 3 or more is your best confirmations. 3 or more are the best ones. But 2 or if you can catch 2 of them, you're good. Look at them. Right? So that's what you want to do. You want to see this whatever candles come here, touch it once, come up, touch it again. Oh, look, it's not breaking through. It's not breaking through. Okay, let me wait on that third candle. Let me wait on that third candle, right? This is 1, 2, it came down, right? Okay, cool. It shot up a little bit, right? And then that third, right, that last candle just does this. Boom. Oh, not all that.
Did all that.
Boom, right? And then boom, sniper, right? But see, you don't want to do something like this. And I'm gonna turn this one to red, right? I'm gonna turn this one to red. I just want to turn this one red, right? You don't want to be the person that says, oh, okay, I'm gonna wait for that touch, right? And you're impatient about it. So it comes in and touches it, right? It touches it, goes down, does a wick, right? Comes down, does a wick, right? And then you're like, oh, cool, I'm gonna get in for that call, and then boom. You did not wait enough. You weren't patient enough for it to make that pattern. You weren't patient enough for it to make that pattern, for it to hit that candle for you. Why be impatient? The market ain't going nowhere. The market ain't going. You still sitting on your computer waiting for that. You don't need to take every trade that you see. You can find areas. Look at that. You got it. If you got in here, you got 1 entry. You got in again. You cleared 2 entries. That's already 2 trades. Happened to me on the same trade. Look. You gonna work, goddamn it, or no? Guess not. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that you're not caught in the middle. You want to make sure that if this is not no longer the middle of the ocean. That's what you want to make sure. And if you find areas like this, because see, this right here, guys, this right here, that 820 was my daily, it was my daily support. Let me go back to my daily. Oh, wow. Okay, so wowie. So many lines there. Zoom it in. All right, so this is the reason we start there, right here, was because when you look to the past, this is where it was at. See this line? This was the daily resistance. At some point, it was a daily resistance, family. But if you look on your 15-minute, right? It's a middle of the ocean trade right there. Y'all let me be me on how I identify these things for me, family. My analogies, right? Those ain't even mine. I'll be honest with you. I learned those the way they learned them. Yo, that's the middle of the ocean. All right, baby, that's the middle of the ocean. It's the baby. Hey, DC said, "Don't take it in the middle of the ocean." Bet, don't take it in the middle of the ocean. Wait for me to get to that island. Wait for me to get to the island. Freaking coming, and I can go ahead and take my yacht. Take my yacht to profits. Take my yacht to profits. But the pink line was a daily resistance. Does that make it a stronger resistance or no? It makes it right here. It's just that zone that you're watching now, right? Because understand, within that daily candle, there's multiple candles in there. So it's gonna come back and touch it. Or it doesn't come back and touch it. So these are just multiple candles within that market. But yes, it does become, if this would have just stayed as that resistance, Correct. So don't assume automatically there's a floor. Exactly. You see? Look at that. You go down to your 3 minutes. There it goes. It can be a small floor. It can be a small floor like it is right here. But don't assume it's a strong floor. Correct. Multiple touches. Multiple touches. Multiple touches. See? Boom, boom, came up. Boom, boom, came down. But you want to make sure that you're catching your trades at a precise level. You're not just entering to enter. Guys, if you want to make money, you can do it at your. If you work a job, you can do it at your job. You can do Amazon delivery. You can go and sell some stuff on eBay if you want to make money. But if you want to learn a skill set, be patient about it. Be patient about it. Whoever told you, right? Whoever told you, hey, yo, in 90 days, you're going to master this. They're lying to you. In 90 days, you can be equipped enough to use the strategies to be in profit. But trust the process. Trust the process. When I first started, one of my first mentors in this said, I am a student always. I am a student always. I don't care how long you've been in the company. You might know something that I probably missed somewhere. So I'm always willing to learn. But if you go off and you think that you're going to come in here and know everything within your first 30 days, if you just got started and you think you're going to learn this all in 30 days, guys, look, man, I wish you the best of luck. I do. I hope you clear every trade that you get into. I do. But those people that come in for the month, leave the 31st day. Because on that 30th day, they done blew their account. On the 31st day, they done stop paying for their education. But you got, I'll throw in a name. The first name I see is Felicia. But you got people like Felicia. You got people like Trayvon, right? That took this education serious. Took that education serious. And they're like, you know what? They told me to trust the process. I blew an account, trust the process. Money said, trust the process. They said, keep going. They told me this wasn't going to be 30 days. They told me this wasn't going to be 90 days. Me and DC beats me by a year in this. And we still, at least myself, I feel like I'm learning something new every day that I can attach to what I'm doing. But just saying, I'm telling y'all. People who come in here think they're gonna learn this in 30 days. By the 31st day, they don't quit. By the 29th day, they done blew their account. On the 30th day, they're deciding if they're gonna stay. And on the 34th day, they're gone. On the 31st day, they're gone. Exactly. Take your time. This is not a race. This is not a race. This is not a race. This is a marathon. Learn to grow your mind. Learn to grow your mind. Because when you grow your mind, you begin to develop you begin to develop to grow the patience. Exactly. Learn this like you do a job. Guys, if you work a job and you've been at your job for more than 2 years, if you've been at your job more than 2 years, drop a 2. If you've been at your job more than 5 years, drop a 5. If you've been at your job for more than 10 years, drop a 10. So I see 5, 10, I see 2. So if you can give your job a 2-year commitment, give your education a 2-year commitment. If you can give your job a 10-year commitment, give this education a 10-year commitment. Because if you can give a boss your time, give yourself your time. We tell people every day, every time we talk to anybody in this, we always say do 2 hours a day. 1 hour to learn, another hour to dive in with an educator. 1 hour to learn, 1 hour to dive with an educator. And if you're not thinking about growing this business and impacting lives, then on the weekends, take some of that time to learn as well. But if you're willing to give somebody else your time for 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, you can give yourself that same amount of time. I don't care how good I get at this. I'm never going to classify myself as a master trader. I will never classify myself as a master trader. That title comes from other people. Other people call Maddie a master trader. At least the last time I remember, I don't ever hear Maddie saying he's a master trader. DL Woods, he's cold at trading, but I've never heard him call himself a master trader. Other people have called him a master trader. You don't give yourself that title. If other people want to give it to you, hey, yo, that's cool. But I ain't even a master trader. I'm just learning. I'm just learning. Exactly. But don't expect for this to happen overnight. I was told this a lot growing up. Rome was not built overnight. Look at that. It's going to come back to 880. Let's say it may come back up. It may come back up to 888. I wouldn't take this yet. I wouldn't take this yet because it's 1 o'clock. It's 1:05. I don't know what happened in the market. I don't know if there's news. So what are you gonna do? You go check the currency strength indicator, right? You go see if there's any strength, see what gained, right? We're looking at that GBPU, GBPG, JPY. Look at that. Look at that. So first of all, rule number 1, GBP is a strong pair. Why would you get in for that put? Look at that. Look at that. Now, you know what? It's 1 o'clock. Let me see if there's news. Okay, so why did it gain that strength? Why did it come like the Hulk busting through the ceiling? This is set for 1 a.m., which is this is Eastern Standard Time, right? You had Euro news, right? You had Euro news, but something I learned, and DC can correct me if I'm wrong, but something that I've learned was that some Euro news can impact a little bit of GBP. Am I wrong on that, DC? Like, I know it doesn't affect us strongly, but it does some small effects.
Say that again.
That some Euro news can shake a little bit of the GBP pairs.
Yeah, that's correct.
See? So whenever you're looking at Euro news, don't just only look at Euro. Look at this. We'll do 5 minutes. Here's that 5-minute candle. This is that little strength that it gained from that Euro news. It's a little strength. What are you doing here now? Now you're waiting to see what's gonna happen. Now, is this still a strong level or not? Is this a strong level or not? That's all you're waiting for now, to see if that's a strong level or not. Look at that. Go to the 3-minute. Just watching that. Look at that. Guys, I hope I was able to help you guys. I really hope I was. But if y'all have any questions, right, type it in the chat. Let me know.